It's Boston Digger here. Since I had such big success with the last video, I thought I'd do another one. And you're probably gonna laugh at this one because I actually left out a lot of the bottles in the last video that were far more common than the bottles in the first video. So let's just, without any further ado, jump right into it. Number 10 is actually a canning jar. It is Atlas Easy Seal. Now, I find so many of these things, especially in, like, basements and abandoned houses. There's tons of these. Like, these in the ball jars, like, I just don't understand why they're so ridiculously common. I mean, probably whatever came in them was delicious, I guess. But I will be doing the ball ideal and the trademark lightning will be in a future video along with the Acme. Let's go to number 9 is the dreaded Certo. Now, these are cool bottles because you have to turn them upside down to read the writing, which I think is pretty cool. They're they got to be 1929 older because they always have the Owens, Illinois mark. They didn't start that till 1929, but they're nice crown tops. Some of them I actually have a rare gold colored one on the shelf right there. The gold ones are actually a heck of a lot more scarce than this color. That's like a honey or a amber color. Number 8. Here comes one of the most well-known. It is the amber Clorox bottle. Mine actually has the cork still in it, but this is just. They're cool. I usually keep them because I don't find as many as other people do, but the reason why it's on this list is because every bottling video I've seen, there's just tons and tons of these. I know videos where people dig big dumps. They find garbage bags worth of those. Literally. Like, that's how many there are in just that one dump. Next up is number 7. We'll do this one next. Number 7 is going to be the common 3-in-1 oil. This size. These things, I don't really find too many of these myself, but I do know that these are super common. I see tons and tons of these in antique stores and other videos, and there are sapphire blue color 3-in-1 oil, which I do have. I'll save that for one of my top 10 rare common videos. Sapphire blue ones are actually really pretty, so if you find one of those, you should keep it. But the aqua color ones are just bullcrap. They're ridiculously common. Speaking of beautiful bottles, but extremely common, mine will go right into the next one, which is number 6, is going to be the dreaded bromo seltzer. Now, this comes in multiple sizes. It comes in a little mini-me size, this size, a medium size, and a large size. There's also extremely rare emerald green colored bromo seltzer, which is very rare. If you ever find that one, it's worth some money. But these are older, some are blown, some are ABM. There are twist cap, screw cap variants. I mean, this company's still in business today, so yeah, they're beautiful bottles. I mean, they're good for like the windowsill and stuff. You can see nice cobalt blue color, but they're so common. Number 5. Might as well just do both the blue ones in order. Number 5 is going to be, yup, you guessed it, the Vicks Vapor Rub. It is just. The sapphire blue colored ones, though, are extremely rare. Or, they're not extremely rare, but they're rare, because they only used them during World War II. So if you find the sapphire blue colored one, then, keep them. I mean, you should keep these too, but nice blue color. I know my friend Kathy, or Nick, you know her better as Nickel, she finds tons of these. Like, they're just. I know my friend's dump that he took me to. I find tons and tons of those. I found tons in my grandfather's dump. They're just common. Like, you find one, you think it's a real nice blue bottle, then you pull that thing out, and it's like, oh, come on. Number 4. For the record, the next 4 are in no specific order because they're all tied for being the amount of, or what do you call it? They're all tied for being the most common. Like, they're all so common that there's no one that's more scarce than each other. Of course. But, sorry guys, that was my battery. Alright, the next up, I guess we'll do this one for number 4. These ones come in tons and tons of variants, but the aqua variant is the most common, so I thought I'd do this. It is the Horlicks Molten Milk, London, England. Some of them say Racine, Wisconsin. Some say London, England. Some have different types of caps. Some are clear. Some are aqua. Some are big, small. Tons of variants. Tons and tons of these around. I know my friend, when he dug as a kid, he said there was so many of these that he could literally fill up the back of his pickup truck and take these to the dump. That's how many there were back then. They were so common. And there still are. I find crap ton of those things at my local dump. Number 3. Any bottle digger would recognize this one when they see it. The Listerine, Lambert Pharmaceutical Company. Now this one happens to be a blown variant, but there are little sample sizes of these. There's small, there's big, there's medium, but as far as I know, there's no alternate color besides clear. Not counting sun-colored amethyst, because the amethyst, it comes from clear to turn that color, so I'm not counting that as a separate color. But these are just I hate those things. I chuck those in the trash every time I dig one, unless they're rare or something misprinted. Alright, number 2, the only reason I kept this one is because it has a ton of air bubbles in it. This is the blank cherry bottles. The blank cherry bottles. I can't stand these things. These are shotgun targets. Like, they're so common. Like, it's just, I find one in every 5 digs. That's how common these are. I mean, they're not as bad as the Bakers and Foss, where I'm guaranteed to find one every dig, but anyway. Now we're on to number 1. This one is a jar, and at least up here, they are so common. It is the Vaseline Cheeseboro, New York. Now, this one actually has a flaw on the bottom where it doesn't stand upright. That's why I hung on to it, and it's purple too. But just ridiculously common bottle. Not worth a dime. It's just, I mean, unless you're a beginning collector who doesn't have one, then they're really not worth keeping or worth buying. I mean, they're just so common. Don't ever fall for, like, buying one that's $1 or more, you know. Alright, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I could do about 5 more of these. If you guys like this segment, then let me know. I can do another one because I have 10 more bottles I have planned out. So if that's something you guys want to see, just let me know. Till next time, good luck cat bee hunting. Hopefully the ground unthaws soon so you can get back to digging. Peace.